Furries. I don't have an intro. Welcome to the initiative, where we analyze how video games will perform in the market. The game before us is Dust, an Elysian Tail. This won the grand prize in Microsoft's 2009 Dream Build Play Contest, which was a contract for an Xbox Live Arcade release. The game was released in 2012, but the game suffered from poor sales numbers. This was made by Humble Hearts, founded and operated solely by Dean Dodrill. All of the programming and the artwork was done by him. That's something to take note of. The story takes place in the world of Falana, and everything revolves around the character named Dust. You lost your memories, and you're accompanied by a talking sword and some sort of flying creature. The game draws inspiration from games like Metroid, Golden Axe, and Ys 1 and 2, so it has the Metroidvania feel to it. You navigate the 2D world in a similar fashion, and you're locked out of many areas until you learn the ability that gives you access to them, so you'll be doing a lot of backtracking throughout the game. The fighting mechanics are very smooth, very fluid. All the moves I want to do, I always end up doing, and I feel whenever I make a mistake, it's my fault. I really like it, and I'm amazed at how smooth the controls are. This was originally designed with the 360 controller in mind, but you can use a keyboard perfectly fine. I settled with the mouse and keyboard combo because it feels more natural to me. You can navigate the menus and the screens like you navigate the Windows OS, and this really blows me away how much attention he gave to making sure the controls are solid. Controller, keyboard, mouse and keyboard, take your pick. The game has RPG elements. They're very simplistic, but they get the job done. You get to choose which attribute to raise, and it's set so you have to build a balanced character, no more than 4 points above your lowest attribute. I think this is fine for the most part. The main quest will always let you know where you're supposed to go next, but you also do side quests for many NPCs in the game. This also gets you involved in a lot of conversations, and this gives the game a chance to show off a living, breathing world. The art style is something you just have to appreciate. Keep in mind, all the programming, the artwork, and the animations were done by a single person. Normally, this means pixel art, having the 8-bit console theme because it's easy enough for anyone to do this. But no, he goes with this very detailed cartoon character art style. Anyone should be able to appreciate and respect how much time and effort was put into this. So the overall package is a well-made 2D side-scrolling RPG. From what I've played, it has solid gameplay, good story, amazing graphics, and it really feels like a PC game as opposed to a stereotypical console port. I like it. So now we have to ask the question, how will this game do in the market? There weren't many reviews or Let's Plays for the 360 version, and from my understanding, there wasn't a whole lot of exposure in general, so for the next few weeks, everyone will be getting those out there for the PC version. People will be talking about this on forums, in chat rooms, I mean, they already are, so it does have a good amount of exposure already, and this will grow just a little more during this time frame. Dust originally suffered from very low sales numbers, around 82,000 by the end of 2012. This is due to the nature of Xbox Live Arcade, essentially limiting the vast majority of its potential buyers to the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Now that the game is on Steam, those 3 countries will generate many more sales, but more importantly, it can now penetrate the markets in mainland Europe, Scandinavia, Asia, and South America. It should have no problems tripling or even quadrupling its sales over the 360 version. Within a few months, Dust will still have somewhat of a presence in the market. I think the purchases for this game will be a little more staggered than normal. What I mean by this is there's still going to be its big surge of initial players, but there's also a lot of other people who have this on their wish list or their backlog of games or what have you. This game is interesting enough that they'll come around to playing it within a few months' time. There's also the players' recommendations. Anyone asking around for a good game to play will most likely have this thrown around as a suggestion, simply because it stands out from everything else. I doubt there will be any mods or DLC, but I don't think the game needs it. I am thoroughly impressed by Dust. I'm not usually interested in 2D side-scrollers, but this manages to not only grab my attention, but it keeps it. Now that the game is on Steam, more people will have the opportunity to play this and appreciate it. The game is $15 on Steam, approximately the same price as its 360 counterpart. We'll see how successful this game becomes in the coming months. Thanks for watching!